Hey everybody, welcome back to Engaging the Phenomenon, bringing clarity to the unidentified and what we like to call the phenomenon. In today's video, I wanted to discuss a topic that comes up regularly for CE5 or field work or even UFO sightings. And this is something that can be an annoyance to people who are diligent researchers and people who have been working hard at this and take this topic very seriously. And this is balloons. Balloons being misidentified as UFOs, balloons being called UFOs by alleged UFO summoners. And in this video, I'm going to show an example of a gentleman named Robert Bingham. And he's an alleged UFO summoner who does these daytime UFO summonings, and it's clearly balloons. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not singling this gentleman out. I do not think he's maliciously doing this. I truly believe in his heart of hearts, he truly believes that these are genuine UFOs. But as you can see, these are clearly balloons. Like, there's not even a question about this. Look at the objects and you see those are balloons, and that's not even like, it's not even close to a test of whether or not it's something else. It is a balloon, if you've ever seen a balloon in your life. Now again, I believe he truly believes this, and I'm not too familiar with his entire story, but I would take a guess that he's probably had genuine contact before. And sometimes, people have like pretty tremendous contact events, and it could be traumatic in a way to your psychology. It could, believe me, my own contact experiences have been enlightening, I guess you can say. I've seen them as a positive thing for me, for opening my mind, for a whole other assortment of reasons. But some people never recover from their sightings in such a way, and after they have that contact event or several contact events, they point at everything in the sky and say it's a UFO, and you'll see this throughout the entire UFO field. And again, I don't know if that is the case with Robert Bingham or not. I don't mean to single him out, but this is a prime example. There are several other UFO summoners who purport that these alleged balloons are UFOs. Now, there may be a few videos he has that are genuine, and he's got a lot of videos out there and almost 10,000 subscribers. And so you really have to comb through it. But again, most of it is balloons. And even in the thumbnail over here, you're going to see that those are all balloons. And it's like almost embarrassing, as if you're a field worker. And again, I'm not trying to insult him in any way, but it's something that I see, and I'm going to call a spade a spade. I see this going on in the field, something I take seriously, something that damages the credibility of people doing field work and damages the credibility of experiencers. And you have people posting balloons, and of course the people in the field are going to jump on it and say those are balloons, what are you, crazy, blah 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 blah. And that kind of reflects on all experiencers in a kind of way, and people who post genuine anomalous videos. People are just more likely to dismiss it because there's so much clutter in the field. I mean, 90 or more, 95% of the videos that are posted as UFO sightings are balloons, bats, birds, satellites, planes, flares, you name it. But this is just an obvious one. I mean, some of the other ones I could see how people could be a little tricked, because in the night vision a bird or something, it moves in a weird way, and wow, but it's really just a light reflecting off of the bird, and it looks anomalous, but it's really not. It's just a bird. You can tell by the movement patterns. You just can see the flapping of the wings, but these are just clearly balloons. And to a degree, I see this as toxic to the UFO community, to the CE5 community, and to the UFO fieldwork community, because there are people taking this study and fieldwork incredibly serious, and there's people that come up and post videos of balloons, and it damages the credibility of the entire field. And again, I don't think it's intentional. I think most of these people believe truly that what they're posting is are genuine UFOs, and they're genuinely having a contact experience of sorts. But this is where, in my opinion, I'm just going to say how it is, it becomes diluted. And sometimes, again, after you have a contact experience, it could really warp your perception in a way where you don't recover 100% for a while. It really blurs the lines of reality for people, what's real and what's not. And I completely understand that. But you got to get over that, and you really have to go back to your center and, call things for what they are. Not everything is a UFO, not everything is anomalous. And I understand how impactful a contact event can be, but you can't let that, skew your judgment in such a way where your perceptions are diluted after having the contact. On the contrary, you should be less diluted and more objective to reality, knowing that there's much greater stuff out there. So again, I'm just speaking on this topic because I think it's important. It's something that I see here and there throughout the UFO field work research community. I see it in the CE5 community. I think it's important to address. People are going to get pissed at me for this. It is what it is. We got to raise the standard of CE5. We have to raise the standard of identifying. We have to raise the standard of spotting misidentifications and improving and learning. The CE5 community and the UFO fieldwork community need to have a new standard. And, I definitely want to help set that in addressing things like this, but also hopefully getting some of my own footage so I'll be able to post here. So again, thank you so much, guys. Again, no, this is not intended to offend anybody. I'm sure it will. This is not intended to point anybody out, to single anybody out, not at all. But this is just a clear example. There are other people in the field who do this. It's been around for a while. It's not new. But again, be aware, guys, and try to be very discerning, try to improve and learn. All right, guys? I'll see you next time. Take care.